Okay, a very good morning to all of my dear viewers and friends. So in today's session, we are going to discuss a very important topics of forensic medicines, and the name of topic is late postmortem change. So first, we try to understand what is the meaning of this late postmortem changes. Late postmortem changes means the changes happens after the 24 hours. So if any changes happening after the 24 hours, such changes is called or such changes comes under the late postmortem changes. So how this late postmortem changes is occur? This late postmortem changes is occur mainly by the three process. One is the decomposition, the second is mummification, and the third is adipose formation. So in today's video we are going to discuss only about the decomposition. The remaining two topics, I mean mummification and adipose formation, we'll discuss in the next session. Okay, so without any delay we can start the topics. Decomposition. So first we try to say what is the meaning of this decomposition. Decomposition means it is the breakdown of organics material or complex organics materials into the simpler inorganics form. This is the overall simplified definition of decomposition, that is the breakdowns of a complex organics materials into the simpler inorganic form. But in this forensic medicine, their definition is slightly modified. So what is this slightly modified definition of decomposition? Here the decomposition is the late postmortem changes. First point to be understand, it is the late postmortem changes, or this late postmortem which changes which occur due to the disintegration of body tissue. What I am telling to you, decomposition is the late postmortem changes, and this late postmortem changes is occur due to the disintegration of body tissue. So how the body tissue get disintegrated, I mean a breakdown into the simpler form. So this disintegration of a body tissue is occur by two methods. One is the autolysis and another is putrefaction. So what is the meaning of this autolysis and putrefaction? Autolysis means the disintegration of the body tissue is occur by autolytic or the self body enzymes. So where these self body enzymes are present, these self body enzymes are present inside the lysosome. So what happens after the death, there is the disintegration of the cell membranes and the membrane of the cell organelles. So if the membrane of lysosome get disintegrated, they release lysosomal enzymes, and the release of this lysosomal enzyme is responsible for the what? Disintegration of body tissue. So if the disintegration of body tissue will occur due to the lysosomal enzymes activities, the process called autolysis. Okay, so then what is the putrefaction? The same things is occur with the help of bacterial enzymes, then we call it putrefaction. So what happens after the death, there is the gut bacteria, they invades into the different body tissue, or they release enzymes lecithinase. Basically a common bacteria which is responsible for the putrefaction is the Clostridium welchii. This is also known as Clostridium perfringens. So after the death of the body, this Clostridium welchii bacteria, they release an enzyme lecithinase, and this lecithinase enzyme is responsible for the disintegration or the breakdown of the body tissue. So whenever the disintegration of body tissue will occur with the help of bacterial enzymes, the process called putrefaction. So here I will discuss two processes. One is the autolysis and the next is putrefaction. So after the discussion of putrefaction, now we go for the changes of what are the changes occur due to the putrefaction. So the first or the beginning changes will occur due to the putrefaction is the skin change in skin coloration. So what happens after the death, the skin becomes bluish or a greenish discoloration. I mean the skin color change into the bluish or a gray, bluish or a greenish color. So why the skin discoloration? I mean bluish or greenish discoloration of the skin will occur. So this bluish discoloration of the skin will occur due to the bacterial activities. So what are the bacterial activities, or how they are responsible for the bluish greenish discoloration? So let's see. This bacteria release enzymes, not enzymes. They release gas hydrogen sulfides. So what happens? This hydrogen sulfides, no, they combine with methemoglobins, and after the combination of hydrogen sulfide with methemoglobins, they form a compounds called sulf-methemoglobins. So due to the formation of this sulf-methemoglobins, there is a bluish greenish discoloration is present over the body. So first it will appear near the right iliac fossa, because this first bacterial action will occur in near the ileocecal junction. So that's why the first bluish greenish discoloration you can appreciable at the level of right iliac fossa. So after the skin discoloration, what are the next changes? The next changes is marbling. Okay, so what is this marbling? Marbling means there is a bluish, purplish or reddish road map like appearance over the neck, chest and the abdomen. So why this bluish, greenish, reddish road map like appearance over this neck, abdomen and the chest? This is due to the hemolysis of the bloods. So due to the bacterial activities, there is the hemolysis of blood in the superficial vein of the neck, chest and the abdomen region. So due to the hemolysis of the superficial veins of the neck, chest and the abdomen region, there is a formation of bluish, blackish or reddish road networks like appearance called marblings. Okay, so after the discussion of marblings, what are the next changes? The next changes is the formation of gas. So what happens? I already told you, as the bacterial invasion occur in dead tissue, that leads to the formation of lots of gas. So due to the formation of gas, what's happened? There are so many gas forms by the bacteria, especially the Clostridium belchi, some common gas like methanes, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfides, phosphorated hydrocarbons, hydrogen gas. So these are the gas that is formed by the bacteria. So what are the impact will occur due to the formation of this gas? One of the common impact will occur due to the formation of gas is they increase the pressure. They increase the pressure in the blood vessels. So if they increase the pressure in the blood vessels, and dead bodies or the person having already injury before the death, so this injury start bleedings, and sometimes it mimics antemortem injury. You feel that looks like an antemortem injury, but this bleeding is due to the increased pressure in blood vessels. And why this pressure will increases? Because the bacteria decomposition will form lots of gas. Okay, what are the other things that will happen due to the gas formation? The next thing is there is the swelling of all the body parts, and eventually they are more in the intestines and the stomach's region, because they are the hollow cavity. So due to the gas formation, there is the floating of body if they are present in immersed in waters. If it is the winter season, it takes 2 to 3 days for the floating, and in summer season it takes 24 hours. So these floatings of body will occur due to the gaseous formation of the bacterial action. So these are the gaseous formation. Or what are the other changes? The other changes is that in this case there is a formation of pinkish appearance of the teeth. or what are the other changes? If the other changes is that in this condition we can't appreciate the facial features. Facial features are not well preserved. So I hope these all are the changes due to the putrefaction. So now we are go for the reading section. So reading section, we start the topics. The late postmortem changes, changes occurs after the 24 hours. After the 24 hours, the changes are the evident. Okay, it includes the three things. One is the decomposition, second is the mummification, and the third is adipose formation. So in the decomposition, there are further two processes. One is the autolysis, and another next is the putrefaction. So we start with the decomposition. What is decomposition? It is the late post-mortem changes in which the disintegration of body tissue occurs due to the autolysis and the putrefaction. So due to the autolysis and the putrefaction, there is the disintegration of the body tissue occur. The process called decomposition. So what is the autolysis? Autolysis means breakdown of body tissue by the lysosomal enzymes. Putrefaction means breakdown of the body tissue by bacterial enzyme Lecithinase, and the common bacteria is Clostridium villi. Okay, so post-mortem changes occur due to the putrefaction, especially this is the external changes. The first changes is the color changes. So color changes is the first putrefaction changes due to the action of Clostridium villi bacteria, and they basically release the hydrogen sulfide, which react with the methemoglobins, leads to the formation of sulf-methemoglobins. Okay, so bacteria releases hydrogen sulfide, which react with the methemoglobins, that leads to the formation of sulf-methemoglobins, which are responsible for the greenish bluish discoloration over the skin. They are first appreciable at the level of right iliac fossa, and after some time it will change into the blackish color, grayish blackish color, due to the formation of ferric sulfides. So initially the skin coloration is the bluish greenish, but after sometimes it will change into the blackish color due to the formation of ferric sulfides. Okay, the second thing is the marbling of the skin, and marbling it is due to the hemolysis of blood in the superficial veins of neck, chest, and the abdomen. Appear purplish red road maps like appearance after the 24 hours. Okay, the next thing is the formation of gas due to the decomposition of protein and carbohydrate by the action of bacteria, that leads to the formation of lots of gas like hydrogen sulfide, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, methane, hydrogen gas, phosphorated hydrocarbon, and ammonia. So these are the gas will produce due to the decomposition of proteins and the carbohydrate by bacterial action. So what are the effects due to the gas produced? The first effect is the odor emitting due to the formation of hydrogen sulfide and mercaptan. So what happened? Due to the formation of hydrogen sulfides and mercaptans, the dead bodies they emit the false odor. Okay, so what are the next things? Post-mortem bleeding. Post-mortem bleeding, because of the formation of gas, increase the pressure. If there is a formation of gas in the vessel, they increase the pressure, that are responsible for the post-mortem bleedings called purging. The next thing is the blister formation. So what happens in all over the body, there is the blister formation, which is filled with either red fluids or the gas. How we differentiate post-mortem blister from the ante-mortem blister? In case of ante-mortem blister, the vesicles is filled with the protein exudates, while in case of post-mortem blisters, this vesicles is either filled with gas or red fluids. The second thing is the floatings of body 24 hours in summer season and 2 to 3 days in a winter seasons. The next thing is the facial features are distorted, teeth looks like pinkish, and post-mortem luminescence. Post-mortem luminescence means the body it appears like they emits lights. This is because of the action of some light So some illuminating bacteria. So due to the action of some illuminating bacteria or the growth of illuminating bacteria and fungi, the dead bodies appears like it emits a light. The second thing is maggots. Okay, so what happens due to the false smelling? They attracts lots of insects, and these insects lay eggs inside the dead bodies. So if these eggs change into the larva, and in post-mortem finding we obtain the larva of insects, this is called maggots. So this all about the late post-mortem changes, decomposition. Welcome back in next video.